Hi, Daniel here, and today I want to show you how easy it is to use Let's Encrypt to secure your website. Now, I'm going to be using the Certbot guide to set it all up. Scroll to the top. If you want to use a different software, different operating system, then they've got a lovely selection box here. So let's jump straight in. So we're going to need to connect to the server. And I have one set up here when I connected to MyBB. And there we go, straight in. So snap install core. I've just learned about snaps, and they're actually quite cool. They're just self-contained bits of software that are operating system agnostic. So they'll work across multiple versions of Linux, which is quite nice. We want to make sure it's up to date. Ooh, refresh, not fresh. Fine, it is up to date. Because originally Certbot was installed as a part of a core operating system. So because this is a fairly new installation, I don't expect to have Certbot installed, but let's just double check it anyway. Remove Certbot. So yeah, we don't have it installed. And now we can tell Snap to install Certbot for us using install and classic mode. Certbot. Excellent, that's installed. So I believe we don't have that as a global command. We do. So let's just, well, follow it through. And we have to agree to the terms and service, otherwise it's not going to let us do anything. No, because I'm pretty sure I've already got this signed up. And it's been checking because it knows the actual domain name I want to enable HTTPS for. And what it's done is it puts a file in the web root and then reads it and proves that you've got access to basically change the site. So because you passed the test, it then issues a certificate. And that has worked perfectly. So if I check the website, I don't expect this to have actually done anything. But apparently it has. It has broken the website. But it is running as HTTPS, which was unexpected. So what has it done? Let's have a look at the config. Okay, it has... Interesting. Okay, so what it's done is it's removed my config at the beginning, which had listen on port 80, and it has replaced it at the end with port 443 and has linked in the SSL certificates, which is perfect. This is great. And then it's added in this server block at the end, which is not quite what I wanted. I mean, all right, let's change this slightly. Oh. What I wanted was that it just to redirect everything. What it had is perfectly valid, but if you went to the IP address, then it wouldn't redirect you to the right place. In fact, actually, if I check that, All right. Let's take the IP address and come over to here and then see what it's done. So it's got 404, whereas before it was actually going to my website. And then if I restart NGINX now, or reload it, and there you go, that part is working. So what's going on with all this brokenness? Now, what I think is going on is my BB, when I installed it, was only working on HTTP, and I think it's hard-coded HTTP. So let's just double check that. And if that's the case, the web browser is going to be stopping all the accesses because the main site is being accessed on HTTPS. It's going to block HTTP calls. Network. That's coming from memory. I think it's just blocked them all. Oh, there we go. I wasn't sure how to find it, but so the themes are there, or the CSS, but the web browser has blocked them because, I mean, it makes perfect sense. And you would have this with anything that hard codes the URL. So MyBB, WordPress, and the easiest way to deal with this is I know that the config for this, I believe, has it in. No, I'm going to edit it now. So, what does it? Let's just make sure it's not in the file system. Want it recursive. Let's see if this is anywhere on the file system. Okay, there's a file called inc settings, and it kind of makes sense it's a file on the file system. So this needs to be HTTPS. Let's see if there's anything else. Example dot. So it's that one. Do it again. That's the cookie domain name and the home URL. So if I save that, and let's go to the forum again. Perfect. You have to be careful. With WordPress, the content you're trying to change, the site URL, is actually stored in the database. You can override it with a file, but you may find it easier to edit the database. So it's just something to bear in mind. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.